Let me ask you something. Why are men with everything, money, power, respect, walking away from the very thing society told them was the ultimate prize? Why are men rejecting the wedding ring, the white dress, the picture-perfect dream, as if it were poison? It's not because men can't find women. It's not because they can't love. It's because they've opened their eyes. And when you really open your eyes, when you finally strip away the fairy tale and look at marriage for what it truly is, what you see will shake you. Here's what men have started to realize. Marriage isn't just about love. It's about contracts. It's about courts. It's about the state standing between you and the person you swore forever to. And once you sign, you've just placed half your life, your assets, your children, your sanity, on the gambling table, betting it all on something as unstable as human emotions. Think about that for a second. You wouldn't bet your business, your savings, or your future income on the promise that feelings never change. So why do we bet our lives on it in marriage? But here's the part that should terrify you. Men aren't just seeing divorce. They're seeing something darker. The slow, silent death of men who never leave. Look around and you'll see them. The man who works late every night, not out of ambition, but because his house feels like a prison. The guy at the bar who drinks not for fun, but to numb the reality of a loveless home. The father who's present in body, but absent in spirit, because his marriage has drained him dry. They're not divorced, they're worse. They're trapped. And society points to them as successful, as committed. But if you look into their eyes, you'll see it. The light is gone. Before we continue, if this is already opening your eyes, do me a favor, hit that like button. It helps us reach more men who need this truth. Now let me hit you with something most people won't say out loud. Men are realizing that the value marriage once offered no longer exists. In the past, it gave men social status, career credibility, companionship, stability, children. Today, you can have all of that without a contract. Social acceptance? Nobody cares if you're single. Companionship? Available without marriage. Children? Possible without the government involved. So what's left? What is marriage offering men today, other than the very real chance to lose everything if it fails? The truth? Marriage has become the only gamble in life where the house doesn't just win. It takes your home, your money, and sometimes even your kids. And if you think that's dramatic, ask the men who've been through it. Ask the father who spends Christmas alone because the court decided his turn was every other year. Ask the businessman who built an empire, only to hand half of it to someone who no longer even speaks his name without venom. And yet, here's the paradox. The part that should make your skin crawl. The majority of divorced people rush right back to do it again. Like gamblers walking out of the casino bankrupt, running back in with their last paycheck, whispering the same lie. This time will be different. It's the most expensive lie in human history. But here's where it gets even deeper. Society doesn't just sell you marriage as love. It sells it as identity. A man who doesn't marry is called immature, afraid, incomplete. But look around. Who's really immature? The man who looks at the numbers and chooses freedom? Or the man who signs away half his life without even reading the terms? You don't need to hate women to see this. You don't need to be bitter. You just need to be awake. And this is the part nobody wants to admit. Marriage isn't dying because men are weak. It's dying because men are stronger now. Strong enough to say no to a deal that doesn't serve them. They're still loving. They're still building relationships. They're still fathers, partners, leaders. They're just not signing contracts that put them in chains. And that, my brother, is the shift that terrifies society. Because if men stop signing, the machine stops feeding, the lawyers stop billing, the courts stop profiting, the industries built on divorce and conflict starve. So of course they'll shame you. They'll call you bitter, broken, scared. But here's the punchline. They're not scared that you'll fail. They're scared that you've figured out the game. Marriage isn't just a risk. It's Russian roulette with half your net worth in the chamber. And every day, more men are putting the gun down. Not because they can't commit, but because they're learning that true commitment isn't about contracts. It's about choice. About waking up every morning and saying, I want to be here, instead of, I have to be here. And that, my friend, is more romantic than any wedding vow. So remember this. Men aren't walking away from love. They're walking away from a system designed to punish them for it. They're not cowards. They're not broken. They're awake. And once a man is awake, he can't go back to sleep. This video is not about hating women. It's not about attacking marriage or telling anyone what to do with their personal life. It's about awareness. Too many men walk blindly into commitments without understanding the risks, and they end up paying with their freedom, their finances, and sometimes even their peace of mind. My goal here is simple: to give men the truth that society often hides, so they can make conscious choices, not emotional ones, not pressured ones. Marriage can be beautiful, love can be powerful, but only when it's chosen with open eyes, not forced by tradition, shame, or fear. If you're a man watching this, take this as guidance, not bitterness. Build your life, protect yourself, and choose relationships that add value instead of destroying it.